This meeting is being recorded. So a happy new year to all of my yogis and yoginis. Make sure your microphone is mute. And today's class, I thought it would be great to welcome in the new year with all of the stuff that's going on in the world, in our bodies, in our world, in our mind, with a heart opening practice again. I always like to introduce this from time to time. And the founder of Kripalu Yoga, Swami Kripalu, used to say that yoga is really about opening the heart and the mind more than just opening the shoulders and the hips. So what we do on the mat is a metaphor for how we practice life, how we do our life day to day off the mat. So let's begin. So let's just begin by taking our seat, feet flat on the floor, choosing a position that finds that perfect balance between engaging the muscles and the bones and feeling a sense of comfort and ease. And I'm going to place my hands over my heart as I close my eyes and tune into the breath. Feeling my heart beating, feeling my chest moving as I breathe. And giving myself full permission to be here now. Letting go of the worries of the past or concerns about what might happen later in the day. And just reassuring myself that all is well. Relaxing your hands onto your lap and connecting a little more deeply with the breath. Always remember that when your thoughts begin to wander, use the breath as an anchor to bring you back to the moment. Let the breath expand just a bit in its depth, in its length. But continuing to feel that sense of ease as you breathe. Knowing that whatever happens today, or this week, or this month, or in this coming new year, we can always go back to the breath to help us reconnect. Let's take 3 more complete breaths here. And then letting go of that technique, letting your natural breath return, bringing your hands to heart center. Let's join our voices in the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om. Shanti. Peace. Opening your eyes if they're closed, bringing your hands forward and inhaling, sweeping your arms around behind you, looking up. And then exhale, bringing your palms together, rounding your back, tucking your chin. Just like the wings of a bird, opening and closing. Connecting with the breath to breathe in as you sweep the arms around and exhaling completely as you bring those palms together. Breathing in and breathing out. Beginning to open the chest and open the heart. So let's breathe the arms up overhead. Let your fingertips lift. Allow your shoulders to drop. Press into your feet. And let's climb that invisible ladder into the new year, reaching up, pulling down. Reach up high, pull it down. Just allow the whole body to reach and stretch gently, but actively. Notice what your body is telling you. And then reaching up with both hands, coming into seated mountain. Noticing how the sensation builds in your arms, shoulders, and upper back. Good. So let's bend the left elbow and cradle it with the right palm. Sit up nice and tall and continue to breathe. So holding the arms in this position, just very gently turn to the right. Bring it back and turn to the left. And bring it back to the right once more. Back to center and over to the left. Good. And then as far as you are able, just let yourself melt forward into a fold. Inhale, breathe it up, and reach up into mountain one more time, and we'll go to the other side. So this time the right elbow bends and we cradle it with the left palm. Elbows and shoulders back, heart is wide open. Good, and let's turn to the right. Bring it back and to the left. And guide it back. To the right. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the left. Back to center. And once more, a forward fold. Keep connected with the breath. Good, and up you go. Reach up with those hands one more time. And let's lower the right arm down and begin to sweep the left from side to side. Just like a tree blowing in the breeze. Don't work too hard here. Remember, we're just getting started and it's a cold morning. So we got to give the body a chance to warm up. Let's reach over and pause. Let that right arm fall towards the floor. Breathe into the side body. Good. Reach up towards the ceiling with both hands. And then we'll lower the left and begin to sweep the right arm from side to side. Letting your breath be easy and natural. Let's do one more sweep across and then pause. Good. So remember to keep both sit bones on the chair. Keep the breath flowing. Good. Breathe in and exhale. Lower that arm down. And let's just pause for a breath or two before we go into saluting the moon and saluting the sun. We'll start with the moon first. Let's breathe both arms up. And if you can manage, if your shoulders aren't too tight, Place your palms together. If your shoulders are tight, keep your hands separate. Good, and we're going to go directly to the right. Exhale. Oh, Suki's letting me know she's not happy. Breathe up to center and exhale over to the left. Keep that lower arm straight. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach it back. Good. Come back through center. Now the forward fold. Think about lengthening all the way down. Take a minute to unhook your hands. Just relax your neck. Give your head a shake. Good. Re-engage your arms. Remember, they're alongside your head like you're making a picture frame. Good. And to the left. Breathe it up. And to the right. And up. And back to center. Oh, just pause for another breath. So let's go into our sun salutations. Starting in this position with the palms pressed lightly together. Let's sweep the arms up. Good, and here comes a little back bend. Take your breath into mountain. Now open your arms, those wings, fold forward. Let the breath go. Palms to your knees, come up halfway. Exhaling and folding. Inhale, arms sweep up. Let's reach it back. Take the breath in and draw it back to your heart. Good, let's do that once more. Arms sweep up. Exhale, reach back. Take your breath in and fold it forward. Let it go. Good. Palms to the knees. Come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhaling, arms sweep up. Reach it back. Draw the breath in and let it go back to your heart. And take a few breaths. So let's not forget about the lower body. I'm going to begin to bend my right knee and draw it up. So holding on wherever is comfortable, you know, you've got lots of options. You can hold on behind the thigh or below the knee. You can even use your yoga tie here. Make sure you're not connecting with the back of your chair. You want some space there between the back and the chair. Let's circle the ankle. Ooh, crunch, crunch. Rice Krispie yoga this morning. Let's go the other way. Good. See if you can draw that knee up a little further. Relax your shoulders. Good. I know a lot of people do this. They pull their shoulders right up. So let's slide them down. Good. Ready for the figure 4 stretch? Here we go. You know what your options are at ankle to cross, at knees. We're placing that heel on the top of the thigh. Good. Press down, pull up, sit tall. So this is perfectly fine if this is as far as you'd like to go, or you can add the forward fold. Try to let your head relax. Don't look up. Breathe it in, come on up. And with the feet in this figure 4 position, let's add a little twist to the right. And over to the left. And bring it back and uncross. Let's do that on the other side. So remember, it's always good to ease yourself into a pose a little bit at a time because the two sides might be very different. And we never know. It's always a big surprise. So pressing down on the knee, pulling up on the foot, getting just that right degree of stretch for you this morning. Breathing. Adding that forward fold if you'd like. So on an inhale, we'll release that and we'll add our twist to the left. Lift that heart. Imagine that there's a little cord right at the center of your chest you could pull forward. Good. Bring it back through center and over to the right. And back through center, uncross, take a breath. And let's come up to standing. So I'm going to separate my feet a little bit wider than hip width. And just begin to gently sweep my arms from side to side. Just a little swinging twist here. Nice and easy. So notice if you're shifting your weight from one foot to the other. Just let that happen. So the twist moves all the way down through your body, right down to your toes. Bring the arms up a little higher. Just sweep. Imagine you're a ballerina this morning. Bring the arms up overhead. And then gradually bring them back down again. Good. And bring that back to center. Good. So let's do some standing jacks. It's kind of chilly outside, so I want to get a little energy going here. So remember, it's a step out to one side as the arms come together. The breath comes in, and then we go to the other side, arms together. So here we go. And if you want to go a little faster or a little slower than I'm moving, that's perfectly fine. Let's step out and bring it back. Exhale, arms up, down. Exhale and inhale. So you can pick up the pace if you'd like. Get a nice rhythm going. A couple more times. And bring that to stillness. Good. So let's just review standing alignment, the press points, the points to pay attention to. When you're standing, if someone were looking at you sideways, it would be helpful if the ankle, the knee, the hip, and the shoulder were all lined up. So soften through the knees, tuck the tailbone under slightly, roll the shoulders down. Good. So let's practice that again. Press into your feet, soften your knees, tuck your tailbone, drop your shoulders. Now we're going to move into standing mountain, and it's perfectly fine if you'd like to keep one hand on your chair. So just reviewing those points, keeping that alignment in the hips and the soft knees, raise your arms. Okay, notice if when you raised your arms, you locked your knees and pushed your tailbone back. So again, soften the knees, tuck the tailbone. And don't forget to breathe. Good. Inhale and exhale, lower the arms. Good. And just notice how you feel. So we'll go through our leg lifts, and then we'll do warrior 1 and warrior two and a few other standing poses. So with the leg lifts, I'm going to shift my weight. I'm going to be standing towards the left side of my chair, and the weight's going to be on my right leg. I'm going to lift 5 times to the front, 5 to the side, and 5 to the back. Here we go. Lift and lower. So the rest of the body stays quiet. Lifting on the exhale, lowering on the inhale. Excuse me. Good, and let's go to the side. Small movement. Don't lock those knees. A lot of work going on in that supporting leg. Here we go to the back. Small movement. Upper body quiet. Good. Lower that leg. Notice where you feel the work. We're going to step back into warrior. We're going to step back with the left foot. So eyes on the horizon, hand on the hip, one hand on the chair. If you don't need the chair for support, feel free to just put the other hand on the other hip. Here we go. Stepping back, sink down. Notice your hips. Square them to the front of the room. Press back into that heel. Press into the sole of your forward foot. Add one arm or both arms. Reach for the sky. Finding the breath. Ready for warrior two? Here we go. Feet stay right where they are. Let's take the left arm and move it back. Right arm comes forward. Sink down a little deeper into your hips. One more breath. Good. Exhale, lower those hands. Take your left foot and step it out to the side, getting ready for triangle pose. So my right foot turns towards the chair, left foot turns in a little. Remind that hip to stay back. Reach up with your left arm. Reach, reach, reach. Good. And arch to the side. Let your heart shine forward. Beautiful. You can release the chair if you'd like. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lower that arm. Do a little bit of a counter stretch. Turn both feet so they're facing forward. And we're going to do the tree pose version with the foot on the chair. But if that doesn't work for you, you can do the first version. So I'm going to shift my weight to my left leg and put the right foot up on the chair. Good. Take a minute to settle in. Notice if you lock that supporting leg. Make it soft. One arm or two for your branches. And breathe. See if you can reach a little higher. Good. Breathe in and exhale. Lower the hands. Release the foot. Take a breath. And we'll switch sides. Beginning with the leg lifts. So this time we're going to be lifting the outside leg, which is your right leg. Left leg is going to be the supporting leg. 5 times to the front. and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And to the side, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Let's go back now. Once, twice, 3, 4, 5. Whoa. Always amazed at how that feels in the supporting leg. So are you ready for warrior pose? Here we go. We're going to step forward. Or you can step back if you'd prefer to do that. One hand can stay on the chair, or you can bring both hands to your hips if you like. I'm going to step forward with my left foot. Here I go. And sink down. Good. Square those hips. Add the arms if you like. Powerful pose. Good. Breathe in. And we'll move into warrior 2 on an exhale, dropping the hands. Left arm comes forward, right arm goes back. I'm going to sink down just a little deeper. Good. Press into your feet. Extend those hands away from each other. Open the front of your body. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the hands. Step the feet towards each other with a comfortable distance apart, getting ready for triangle. Left foot's going to face the chair, right foot's going to turn in a little bit. And I always put my hand on my hip to remind me to bring that hip back. Right arm extends. Arch to the side. Good. You can release the chair if you like. Nice steady breath. Good. Inhale, bring it up. Let's do that little back bend. Step your feet together. And let's prepare for tree pose. So it's going to be the left foot that's going to come up on the chair. Right foot is going to be supporting, or you can do the other version, whatever works for you. Foot comes up to the chair on an exhale. Good. Settle in. Breathe nice and steady. Build your branches. One arm or both. Let those fingers reach for the sun, reach for the sky. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the hands. Lower your foot. Take a breath. So I always like to do, when it comes to heart opening, the sky gazer pose, because it's a devotional posture and it sort of lifts the breath as if you were lifting up a prayer. So I'll just go over the details of the pose and then we'll do it together. So the first thing is to choose a hand position that works for you. And what we're trying to do with our upper body is to bring the shoulders and the elbows back so that the heart can move forward. So your choices are to bring your hands to your hips and just draw the elbows back, and that moves the chest forward. For a more intense opening, you can hold opposite elbows, just kind of cross your arms behind you. Or if you like, you can do what's known as reverse prayer position. So your fingers are between your shoulder blades, The elbows and the shoulders are back. Good. So choose a position that works for you. Good. We're going to take a walking step forward with the left foot, just a small step. Good. Shift your weight front to back a few times. So what you're attempting to do here is to find a natural point of stillness where your weight is the same going forward and going back. And then bring that to quiet. Draw the shoulders and elbows back and look up. Press your chest forward and upward. Nice deep breaths. Good. Breathe in. Return your gaze forward. Now we're going to step forward with the right foot. Again, small step. Do that little front to back shuffle. You want to find the perfect spot to pause. Good. And then bringing that to stillness. Soften your knees and look up. As you breathe, direct your breath upward. Good. Return your head to center. Step your feet together. Release your hands. Bring them to your heart. And take a few breaths. Good. So let's do, to finish up our standing work, we'll do a quadricep stretch. And we'll do the stretch for the iliotibial band, which we've done before. So I'm going to shift my weight to the leg closest to the chair and begin to bend my outside leg. It's my right foot. Bring it up as high as you can. If you can manage to kind of take hold of the foot, draw your thighs together. You're going to feel the stretch right in the front and upper part of your leg. And breathe. Good. Release that foot and now cross it in front of the other leg. We're going to do our iliotibial band stretch here. So this is a forward fold. One hand can stay on the chair. You can move your hand down. Relax your neck. Nice, easy fold. Good. And then come on up. Awesome. Let's do those on the other side. So first, the quadricep stretch. So supporting leg is the right leg, left knee bends. Bringing it up as high as is accessible to you today. Drawing the thighs together, pulling the heel towards the buttocks. Nice straight spine. Good. Ready for the quadricep stretch? Here we go. Excuse me. So crossing that outside foot over. So maybe you don't bend very far, but that's okay. Just a little bit at a time. If you can move the hand down, move the hand down. Head is relaxed. Breath is steady. And let's inhale and release that now. Coming up. Good job, everybody. Uncross and take a seat. So we'll finish before we do our closing relaxation with just a couple of other stretches. Let's do the seated cobra. So reach around behind you, take a hold of the back of your chair, feet flat on the floor. And as you breathe in, draw your chest forward and upward. Allow your head to look up. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards each other and relax. We'll do that a couple more times. So again, breathe in, stretch the chest forward, head looks up. Good, and relax once more. Inhale, chest forward, head looks up. Good, and relax. Coming into a little side to side twist. Just moving at your own speed. And then bringing that back to center, letting your hands rest in your lap. Letting your eyes close so we can drink in the effects of our practice. Scanning the whole body, starting with the soles of your feet, going up through the legs and the chest, hands and arms, all the way up to the crown of your head. If you notice any areas that still feel a little tight, maybe holding on to a little tension, extend the exhale. Resting your attention on your heart center. And just allowing that space to expand. Breathing slowly. Saying to yourself, all is well. And all will be well. And as we finish our relaxation, I'd like to read a short poem that I thought was so appropriate for the beginning of the new year. Do not be dismayed by the brokenness of the world. All things break, and all things can be mended. Not with time, as they say, but with intention. So go. Love intentionally, extravagantly, unconditionally. The broken world waits in darkness for the light that is you. So bringing your hands to heart center, reminding you to let that heart light, just like E.T., shine on the world. Let's close our practice with an Om. Deep breath. Om. Om Shanti, peace. May all beings know peace. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.